Hello, everybody. Welcome back to LSL. We're getting ready to go into our top 8, and we've got Josephalopod Joestarfish, a returning favorite to LSL, versus Dead Sandwich Revival 2000. People coming out here with some silly names. Topic. Are you ready to see this matchup?
Dead Sandwich Revival sounds like a machine from Phineas and Ferb. It just had innator to it. It sounds perfect. But yeah, I'm excited to see what these two teams bring to the table. So what is our first game of round 3?
So looking at our maps, we are going to see that the first game is going to be on TC Manta Maria, a big old classic game there. I love this stage a whole lot. You've got really great opportunities to use the maps if you can get, a BP, or what we're going to see probably more than likely is a leader out of the side of Josephalopod Joestarfish with their one. I don't know if Saf is actually one-tricking it anymore, but has in the past been a one-trick leader.
That's not a leader.
No, we're actually
that's not a leader.
Yet. So we have been switching it up quite a bit. Usually they're on leader there. We've seen them time and time again in LSL. They've been 2-time second place winners of LSL, hoping this time to make it first place, but they've got to get through Dead Sandwich Revival 2000 to make that happen right now, as they're going to be opening up to mid. We already see a crab tank out, I believe was that, going on the side of Dead Sandwich, trying to find some picks, but not able to quite do so yet, as these teams are just fighting for some control here in mid.
Oh, nice slosh by the bucket, getting one. Looks like I'm just call it Joestar. Joestar does manage to take tower for a little bit. They will take it to the first checkpoint, which is not the hardest checkpoint to get. I think the second checkpoint is definitely the one you want to get, because that kind of allows you to go up to the elbow, go up to that left side, and just kind of stop any flanks from there. It looks like they will break through that first checkpoint, but the knock goes down. That is a 1-for-1 for both teams. But Joestar does go down 2 more. It looks like Dead Sandwich is able to fend off the push just for a little bit.
Yeah, and one member of JoJo's there able to just pick off a member of Dead Sandwich as they're, on their way out. Gonna, slow them down just a little bit, but not too much. Dead Sandwich already here, ready to make an attempt at JoJo's bunker. But you can see they're not gonna let that happen so easily. Checkpoint 1 is close to breaking there, but not able to quite do so. There it goes, finally falling. But JoJo's in a good defensive position here to try to stop this second checkpoint from falling. You've got that crab tank out. You've got the bucket coming back in here on the right hand side, and they're able to find those picks and stop it before they are able to make a real attempt at that second checkpoint.
Yeah, they do manage to get close with 61 to 58. Looks like they won't be able to get the checkpoint, as Dead Sandwich, it does go 2 down. Looks like it's JoJo's time to kind of regain mid and get back into the street, get that push up and going. But the second I said that, it looks like Dead Sandwich does get 3 of them. The tri-strikes do come out. This is their chance to get to the second checkpoint, because second checkpoint here is really big, as you can jump from the elbow, jump to the left-hand side. So if they get second checkpoint, this can be really easy to get to the third, but the knock goes down because of the bucket doing bucket things. However, the T-Tech does go down 1-for-1, and there is that Jet Squelcher, because we were expecting a leader, but the Jet Squelcher is way more mobile, so it could just be a lot more places than the E-leader can. So let's see how that might be better for defense for JoJo's.
Yeah, well, they finally got these tri-strikes out, but not quite when they're at the checkpoint. Second time there, we've seen those strikes pop before the check, not quite at the right time that they need to be. I think just popped a little bit too early, allowing JoJo's to be able to take advantage of that early pop and get in here. As you see, this tower falls again at the second checkpoint, not able to break through it, but Dead Sandwich not wanting to give it up. Yes, the lead has changed, but plenty of time still left here in this game. JoJo's just needs to find some mid control to be able to make a push go of their own again, and you see that that's going to be happening here potentially very shortly right now, as the splash there poking around, trying to do what it can to get people out of the bunker, although they do lose their T-Tech here in this moment on the left hand side, so they're gonna have to back up a little bit and regroup.
or the not gets a very, very clean kill, as they do have the cooler at the ready. This could be a much better push for Dead Sandwich, as the crab does get popped. However, looks like they don't have the bunker quite yet, as the Tri-Slasher has that on lock. But the second I said that, the crab tank does manage to get two. The strikes do come out on this left hand side, trying to secure it. Looks like they're not gonna get a lot out of it, as the range does force them away from tower. We do see a flank from the Slasher, from the splash. The Slasher does get it in a 1-for-1 trade, and right now Dead Sandwich has the chance to get a much bigger lead, but JoJo's is just playing really solid defense, not letting that happen. As with 40 seconds left, looks like they're gonna need to do something to break this kind of stalemate that they're in and go for a really good push.
Yeah, they really need to find those clean picks without taking trades to get some points on the board here, but going 3 down is not how you're going to be doing that. Dead Sandwich going to be doing a great job here, still keeping this pressure up. Finding a pick on that splash as it backs up is going to be huge, taking the crab tank out of the equation for JoJo's defense and re-entry. 13 seconds left on the clock, ticking down. The Tri-Strikes come out there. The Tri-Slasher here in the bunker trying to make something work, but they need to get control of that tower. Right now it's in a very scary position with members of Dead Sandwich all around it, and they're going to be able to pick them off. The overtime timer.
1v1. It's a 1v1.
They're going to be able to get it. Keep this going. There's a lot of pressure here. You have all these jumps on the tower. There's 2 down on the side of Dead Sandwich as they're fighting for their lives here in overtime. They are going to be able to do it. JoJo's taking it back from the brink there.
Yeah, they were on the brink of losing, but JoJo snatches victory away. Because as you saw that last 1v1, it was the splash and the end zap that kind of decided how the game went. And luckily for JoJo, they did manage to win that 1v1. And as you saw, it was just jump after jump. They had the reinforcements, the cavalry at the ready, and they do manage to break. They do manage to break the stalemate and take game number 1.
Oh my goodness, that was intense topic. I was on the edge of my seat for that entire overtime push. It looked, and it looked like at any moment that it could have potentially gone the other way, but JoJo's, perseverance able to just stick it out there, take that game. We're going in now, game 2 on Humpback Pump Track. Rainmaker, a returning stage from Splatoon 2 alongside Manta Maria. I'm excited to see what they're going to be bringing out here. This is one of those maps that I really love to watch being played.
Well, I like playing it because I play Bucket. And if you ever played on this map before in ranked or in a scrim or in a tournament, buckets are very annoying on this map, and they're very fun because you get a lot of cheeky kills.
They sure are. This is one of the. I'm typically the backliner for my team, and the backline on this map can be a little bit of a struggle. So sometimes I'm like, what if I just worked in a little bit of Tri-Slosher? It's a little fun. I still get my Inkjet. I'm used to Inkjet with ballpoint, so now I just get to run in and get silly little kills all the time that I may not be able to get away with if I was on BP.
Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be really weird for me to say, but I feel like Explo kind of works with this map really well. It's a backline weapon, has that really good AoE, can shoot around the curves of this map very well. But it looks like that won't really matter, because let's see what these teams do, and it looks like nothing's gonna change. They say it's gonna work for them, so why change it if it's not broken?
Yeah, that's what they're going to be doing, and at this point in the tournament, you definitely don't want to change things up if you're not needing to, stick with what you're comfortable with. It's gotten you to the top 8, so why mess up something potentially by introducing something new? Right now, they're going to be fighting around mid. Dead Sandwich does pick up the Rainmaker early, but goes down. Going to give JoJo's the man advantage in mid, taking out another one with the pop. Going to be pushing hard on this right-hand side, going to be breaking this first checkpoint early on, and they've got some strikes as well. Not going to pop them quite yet since I see people here on their flank. Going to actually pick them off. A great pick there, but they are going to have to force back with this crab, with the splat bombs landing all around them. They need to get back to safety so that they don't lose their lives.
Yeah, that T-Tech kind of just stayed alive through everything. I just want to say good kudos to them. Just just ducking and diving, just getting kill after kill. They do get another kill on that Slosher Deuce. The flank though comes out, but the T-Tech shuts it down again. So it looks like Dead Sandwich won't be able to do much, but the Nautilus does get it. Because Nautilus will be very, very important in this matchup, because Nautilus kind of beats 3 of their weapons in a straight 1v1, so their Naut can just play around using their range to their advantage. This could be a very hard matchup for JoJo's.
Yeah, this is a great situation for Dead Sandwich right now. They had that man advantage. They're going to be pushing it forward through these strikes, but the bucket going to be picking them off, going to slow that down, but they still have the advantage. They're going to be running it towards the pedestal. Are they going to be able to be taken out? They take it all to 1. JoJo is now looking, if they want victory, they're going to have to take it all the way, as you see Dead Sandwich make another attempt there, and they're still here. They're still here topping. They're going to get another pop. They're going to try to run it up, but that's the full wipe finally, and JoJo's has a long road ahead of them. They need to get the knockout to take this game.
Yeah, Dead Sandwich kind of just said, they're not going to stop us. Why should we stop ourselves? As they tried 3 separate times. Every time they tried, they were still there. And unfortunately for them, they do get to 1, which is a very, very good push, very safe push, because JoJo's has to knock it out to get out to take this win. Looks like Dead Sandwich is going to start pushing again. They do have paint advantage. They do manage to get the T-Tech with the Rainmaker. That's 2 down on the side of JoJo's as the Rainmaker's going again, but with Cooler, he does get one with the Rainmaker. They're still trying to go, still just staying alive as long as possible, trying to stall it. The strikes do come out. This might be it. No, it is not. Just standing in the corner, it's working for them. You skirt around the edge, just going forward. They don't manage to get any more points because they can't really get any more points, but they do manage to put it in a much, much worse position for JoJo's.
Yeah, and you know, those are the kinds of plays you need to see out of Dead Sandwich. You're not necessarily even looking for them to knock out at this point, but anytime they can spend holding the Rainmaker, that they're making a push, just getting further into JoJo's territory, that's going to be more space that JoJo's has to work through. And anytime that Dead Sandwich is pushing is going to be times that JoJo's can't be pushing. And if you're burning time off the clock with a lead like this is exactly what you need to do. But right now, JoJo's has possession of that Rainmaker. They're going to be going around this corner right now, looking for that knockout to happen, getting a lot of pressure there. They've got all their members in front of them, the rain coming out, but they've got to wait out these strikes, and they go 2 down in the process. They're gonna see somebody here on their left hand flank gonna fire over there, but they've got to watch in front of them too. Topic, it's really easy to get pincered in this scenario, especially when you've got rain and a crab tank coming at you, and all of Dead Sandwich is gonna be there to collapse in on that Rainmaker.
Yeah, they just couldn't stall out long enough. Like you said, the rain, the crab, the missiles, or not the missiles, the strikes, that kind of just overwhelmed them. And now with only 50 seconds left, JoJo's has to get this Rainmaker. But as you see, Dead Sandwich can just sit around it. They can stall for a good amount of time because the Rainmaker timer is a minute. If they pick it up before it disappears, oh, they're not going to do that. But they can just stall for the next 30 seconds, and that's going to be the game for them. As JoJo's has to get a couple really solid picks. They don't need trades, they need just solid picks in order to get anything going.
Yeah, and they're going to be trying to do that here. You've got JoJo's creating some good pressure to try to get this going. They've got the strikes out, but don't have control of the Rainmaker just yet. The Tri-Slot's going to go in, trying to find a pick, but goes down without taking a trade. But now you've got 2 down. The Jet Sculpture taking advantage of this situation, going to have to wait out the strikes. Once again, going to be kind of what stalls out JoJo. They have one more opportunity to be able to make this. Gonna go down. Dead Sandwich going to take this set tied up 1-1 now.
Yeah, the Nautilus did save it at the end, but overall, Dead Sandwich just they used their cooler at the right time and they got a lot out of it. By that I mean, when they used their cooler, they did go 4 down, yes. But with the cooler in effect, they just kept jumping in over and over again, and that's how they got that push to 1. And they kept it there just for a little bit longer by having people pop it and go for it, pop it and go for it. And that all ultimately ends up working out in their favor as they will take game 2.
Yep. Then now we're going to be going into a very, very tense game 3. We've seen both of these teams fight it out here, and we've seen such great performances from both of them, but only one of them can move on to semifinals, and it's all going to come down to Mako Mart, Clam Blitz. And I feel like I keep saying this topic, but I feel like we keep running into bucket maps. Bucket map after bucket map, and Mako Mart is no different. It's so great to be able to use those buckets there on the 2 stacks on each side and create a lot of pressure on them, and you're gonna need to keep up that pressure on Clam Blitz to be able to get those scores in. It's gonna be really vital to see if you can get any people around and into some advantageous positions.
Yeah, getting control of the stacks, especially the enemy stack, is very big, because if you do that, you basically get their freezer for free. You can get an easy way into their spawn, but getting control of the block to get to snipe, to getting their snipe, if you can do that, that kind of creates a really weird situation for the team getting pushed, because you can't really go anywhere because they have snipe, they have the way to your court through that stack, so it kind of becomes what we have to just stay back and paint for specials. But I think both of these teams know that for a fact, so they're gonna try to play around the stacks, trying to not let the other team push into that, because they know if that tower falls, then the rest of the kingdom's coming down.
Yeah, definitely, and we're gonna see how it plays out here. I'm really excited to be getting into this match. Like we said, a lot on the line, and these are 2 big contenders. Obviously, Dead Sandwich has shown throughout this tournament that they deserve to be here, putting up such a fight against JoJo's, who's been a favorite here today to be able to take it all after winning or getting 2nd place twice. They may be ending JoJo's hopes there, not giving them another chance to even be able to take first. And we're actually gonna see Sapphira switch off to a charger, kind of that signature weapon, not quite the E-liter, but still same class as we normally see them in, as we get out into mid here, and maybe that change is going to be what they need.
Yeah, you say that again, because the snipe immediately worked out as they managed to get the bucket in the first 5 seconds, and the sniper pressure is already working as Dead Sandwich has to be pushed back all the way to the spawn, and in the first 30 seconds they do manage to break the basket and get the score down to 50 to 65. That's a great way to open the game, and right now Dead Sandwich has to try to wait to just cool off there, just kind of calm down a little bit and just play defense as the bucket does get to, as JoJo's gets their score down all the way to 56. That's a great way to start off the game and set the tempo.
Absolutely a huge opening there from JoJo's, but now Dead Sandwich has their opportunity to answer to that. They're going to be building up their clam economy going in here, but they've already lost one of their members. They're going to be bringing out the tri-strikes, trying to carve a way forward with their 3 players that are left up. They do break in there. They're able to get the basket open, but you see this defense from JoJo's. You've got that, you've got those specials ready on the defense. You've got the crab coming out to try to get a way in for Dead Sandwich, but to no avail. That push is going to be a one and done. 80 remaining on the books, as now they're going to be continuing on trying to get control of mid, as both of these teams are just fighting it out. The strikes coming out for JoJo's. We'll see if that gives them the advantage they need.
Yeah, I feel like the presence of a charger kind of makes Dead Sandwich question their movement a little bit, because they know if they get picked, that kind of snaps their pushing power in half, because the charger can just take anybody that they want, but the tri-strikes and the crab is at the ready for Dead Sandwich, as they do pop the strikes and the crab trying to get a way through. That's 2 down for JoJo's, as a charger and one other is just stuck back here trying to just play some defense, but they do have but Dead Sandwich has the ball at the ready. They do manage to pop the cooler, and it looks like it's gonna be looks like the charger and his teammates is able to kind of push that back just a little bit, as Dead Sandwich does go 2 down. Looks like that's be the end of their pushing hopes.
Yeah, and now you're going to finally get JoJo's back up in a more advantageous position here. Definitely was a little bit of a scary moment for them, but they are going to lose their ability to use that charger there. They're going to be taken out by the Crab Tank prematurely here. One member of Dead Sandwich with 7 clams, really close to a power here, going to be trying to stay alive. You see one of their team members throw it. They're going to be going here on the right side, but they're spotted out by the Tri-Slosher. A great stop there on the side of JoJo's. Now this Tri-Slosh, though, doesn't see the person. Oh no, never mind. They got in and got out. I thought I saw that power clam get picked up, and I thought for sure they were going to make a charge towards the basket, but they choose to jump out and regroup, hopefully hoping for a better push. Now that they've gotten 2 down on JoJo's, they're going to be hoping to get both of those.
Oh, they got the sniper.
Definitely going to be a possibility here with just the splash up. We're going to be rushing forward fast for Dead Sandwiches.
Yeah, the strikes turned out. It was a good job to save that power clam, as they do manage to break the basket and get a good lead down to 44, but they do go 2 down. It looks like JoJo's goes 2 down again. There's only the splash left for Dead Sandwich, but he gets caught out and doesn't get the jump out. And now JoJo is on their back foot. They need to find a way in. They have less than 90 seconds left in this game. In game 3, it looks like they're gonna try to do something here. The Tri-Slosher is just, as you see, taking control of the stack, just throwing busy, trying to be as annoying as possible, trying to draw as much pressure to them. But the charger goes down again. The crab comes out. Looks like Dead Sandwich's defense is going to work. The crab gets shredded, and the Tri-Slosher is just sitting here waiting, trying to get a pick, but he does go down to the Crab Tank.
Yeah, they do here. Now it's going to be an opportunity for Dead Sandwich to get back in. They've got this cooler online. They've got some clams building up really fast here in the hands of this Nzap players. They're going to be moving forward. They just need to find one more. They've got a power clam online, and I believe this could be a huge amount of clams to get their score down. They're going to be getting it down now into the teens. Going to be seeing if they can add a few more down to that, dropping it down to 2 more. Get it in.
Dead Sandwich just manages through all the charger, the strikes is just getting shot at. They manage to sneak it in, and they will take the set and be moving on to the final 4 of Gold Bracket. Great job to Dead Sandwich.
Absolutely great job there. I'm just, wow, what an absolutely amazing set to end that on here for us. They're going to be moving on to your semifinals, but before we move on to semifinals, that's going to be it for us here on the mic topic. So tell me, where can the good people find you?
You can find me over on Twitter. I'm Toxic though. You can find me on Discord. It's just my name. Follow my team on Twitter too, Shark Reef, for pretty cool. And yeah, Toma, where can I find you?
Yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/ttoma_ or on Twitter at crestofgautier. And of course, you can find me fighting with my team, Sheer Cold, in a lot of these tournaments as well. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in with us. We hope that you'll be joining us soon for semifinals. We got some 2 new great commentators coming on the mic, so hang on tight, and we've got a show to perform for you.